Hi guys, welcome to a very special edition of TFL Talking Trucks podcast. As always, we're doing it on video and also audio, so you can listen and join me here at the 2023 New York International Auto Show, or you can actually watch on YouTube as well. You can check it out at oldtfl.com. On this podcast, this is very special, I want to give you a tour of the show, but also show you the future of pickup trucks in North America. And I'm starting here at the Ram booth because they have just unveiled their 2025 Ram 1500 electric pickup they call Ram electric vehicle. And this is a Tungsten edition, so this is their most luxurious model that they have. And I wanted to take a deeper look at the interior of this truck and some of the technologies, and there's no better man to do this. Ryan, come over.
How's it going?
As Ryan. Ryan, can you introduce yourself really quick?
Yeah, I'm Ryan Nagoti, Chief Designer for Ram Interiors.
Yes, and
this is our newest beauty. This is the Ram 1500 Rev in the Tungsten edition.
So this is kind of your new top level trim.
Correct. This is the as top as it gets within the Ram lineup. We have a lot of great material choices. We've done full leather green, Natura Plus seats, quilted details throughout, just really to this bespoke level of detail.
Yeah, so I remember I was fortunate enough, I think it was like 2018-ish when you were launching the DT trucks, right?
Correct.
For Ram. And you guys, had the whole lineup of interiors, right?
Yeah.
And you kind of, in my mind, you kind of stepped up the game, and I think everybody had to take notice.
Yeah.
And then you're kind of doing it again here.
It's so important. We realize there's really not one size fits all. There's these niches, these little details that I think certain customers gravitate to, right? And so when you think premium, top of the line, we know we had to kind of outdo ourselves.
Because you have the limited trim right now,
correct?
Right? And that's not going away.
Correct. Our limited and then our limited Longhorners are two top of the trims. Those aren't going away. But this is really that one step above.
And you also had the 10th anniversary limited.
Correct. We love giving the little differences, the nuances, kind of changing with the times a little bit, freshening up the lineup. So yeah, the 10th anniversary was some good stuff. So there's a lot of other little details. Some of the cool things are we have a bespoke carbon fiber, which you can kind of see this extra weave, a little bit of a different feel to it. We have, like as I mentioned, the quilted leathers throughout. But a really cool detail is this knurling. So this is actually one piece in production, but it actually has two color finishes. It's got a diamond knurling on it. Just highly detailed, almost like a watch, like a really, really nice handcrafted watch. That's kind of the details we want to see, and we love customers when they, a couple weeks after they purchase the vehicle, they're like, oh man, I didn't realize that has that. So we love the little details.
So they keep discovering their vehicle.
Keep discovering, yeah, they fall in love with it, right?
And of course, we're talking about some of the trims on the door, and
correct.
So the first thing I noticed when I opened the front driver door, I'm looking at the seat, and there's no controls down here.
There's no traditional controls on there. So these are our new 24-way premium powered seats, massage, full lumbar control, and so the controls are actually on the door to really ease in the use, ease in the operation, so you're not kind of fumbling down on the side. We can actually control all those features also in the head unit as well too. And we talking about head unit, this is showing off our new 14.5-inch Uconnect 5 touchscreen. We have our 10.25-inch passenger screen, which allows the passenger to have a lot of controls at their fingertips, watch video cameras of the truck, help with navigation, and then of course we also have our 12-inch digital cluster and then our 10-inch head-up display. So full of technology on this truck.
Yeah. And let's open the rear and kind of take a look. So the cab is the same size as the current truck, right?
This is our crew cab. Yeah, we felt from a cabin perspective, really this is fitting. This is our highest selling vehicle in terms of the crew cab. This has our recline seats as well, so you get 8 degrees of extra recline.
Really
yeah. So this allows occupants to slide that bottom cushion, and you can really relax in style. So, just not only the driver's got comfort, but obviously our passengers as well.
And of course you have the same leathers and everything like that.
Very premium, yes.
Yeah.
And then
tell me about this.
Yeah, so this is kind of a part of our new feature. So this is our Klipsch audio system. So we have a 23 speaker Klipsch audio system, brand new partnership, sort of this high-end premium esoteric. We wanted something, again, very unique for Tungsten, so you see that through here. Some extra details are just even how we've achieved some of the detail there. It's dual layer etching, finished in kind of this bronzy, gunmetal type of color to it. But the speakers are all throughout, suede headliners, suede wrapped B-pillars. Just hopefully wherever you look in this vehicle, you're going to feel that you've arrived in style.
Yeah, I thought the Limited was nice enough. And you're kind of taking it to the next level even. I was talking to some of the PR guys, and they're saying the electric truck is also going to be available in several trim levels, right?
Yeah, I think we know that, as I was mentioning, there's not one flavor that's going to fit everyone, right? So we want to give the opportunities for our customers to see what fits them.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. Well, actually. Zach is behind the camera. Can you walk around in the passenger? And I want to show a little bit more like on the center console,
for
right?
Sure, yeah.
Maybe you can go in this driver's seat.
Yeah. So a lot of the detail, really plays through. We have our quilted leathers, a lot of big, expansive, that bespoke carbon fiber. The badge is extra special. This is actually like our tungsten under glass, as we call it. Also has the VIN identification number there. Just highly detailed, super premium finish. Another cool just tech feature is actually we have dual wireless chargers now. So our current trucks have single wireless chargers, so now we'll have the ability to have two phones charging wirelessly.
I noticed, yes, you have the largest screen in the center, but the trailer assist button is smaller. The knob itself, am I getting it right?
Yeah, so this is a brand new piece. This is our trailer steering. We've redesigned it for this vehicle. This is the 14.5-inch screen. You can see at the bottom here, we kind of have our dedicated trailer steering, ITBM, front park assist, so kind of dedicated truck-specific controls that are flexible. So depending on what the truck is equipped with, those will change. So in terms of not having dead buttons, if you don't have air suspension, for instance, that would expand. But it also gives you the ability for instance, air suspension, you actually can see the truck go up and down and actually can see the mode that it's in. Again, 14.5-inch screen, high def. We still have redundancy of controls. We feel that's really important still from a truck perspective, to be able to get in the vehicle, not even play with anything on the screen, hit the heated, Hitch or HVAC buttons, some of the stuff, radio controls. That's also unique.
I like that the tuning knob and the volume are still physical,
Correct.
Right? Those are still physical.
Yeah, we feel we need that blend. We need that blend of, you got some tech, you got some extra enhancements here, but we don't want to lose the tactile, functionality.
Well, this leather is really soft, so thank you for a detailed look at this. I already did kind of a specification walk around, but
can we talk about one more thing?
Yeah.
Actually, I can point it out because it's sitting right in front of me. This passenger screen, so this is new.
Correct.
For the Ram 1500 Rev, and I also noticed this HDMI port.
Yes.
Sitting down here.
Yeah,
so you could feasibly plug a device in and play it.
Yes, you can mirror your device. Gives the flexibility to the passenger. From a driver perspective, that is actually will not be visible.
So like a filter?
Obviously a filter. Yeah. Yep. But from a passenger perspective, a lot of the features that are here, especially EV features with range, your charging status, those are actually available for the passenger then to mess with. They can also look up navigation and then send it to the head unit. Again, mirroring your phone, also looking up different audio playlists and stuff like that. So we feel that's a nice feature. Obviously, a road tripping vehicle as this truck has become, something like that's very important for the passengers.
All right, well, sweet. All right, we're gonna pop out.
Thank you.
I really appreciate your time, dude.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot. So just a few more specifications, because I think this is very important. I talked about the future of trucks. So this truck, the new electric Ram 1500 Rev, is going to be on sale at the end of 2024. So it's still about a year and a half, maybe a little bit more, away from actually reaching customers. And as you can see, there's this 8-lug wheel This is going to be a heavy vehicle because it's going to have a large battery, actually 2 batteries, a smaller 168 kilowatt hour battery, which is already not small, and a humongous capacity 229 kilowatt hour battery as well for up to 500 miles of range. And we did a whole video showing you all the cubbies and all the features of this truck. You can find that at alltfl.com. But what I want to focus on is that Ram wanted to offer that larger range. By the way, that's not towing. I know a lot of you had questions. Well, what if I'm towing 14,000 pounds, which is the capability of this truck? How far can I go? Well, we'll have to test it. The range that they specify is kind of unladen truck, maybe with a little bit of payload in it. So that's quite important. Also fast charging. You can get up to 110 miles in about 10 minutes. That's at the level 3 fastest charging capability. So basically, in about a year and a half, you'll have another choice in electrified pickup trucks. And of course, Ford F-150 Lightning is already here. You're going to see it next. So let's start walking. And GM is, of course, coming in here. General Motors with the Silverado EV, and also GMC Sierra EV is coming online just in a few months. So that's going to make some progress, and hopefully when we do have multiple players on the market, I know there's also Rivian, of course, and the Hummer EV truck technically is on sale, but if we have more competition on the market, then it should probably drive down pricing and offer us more choice, which is great. All right, let's go to Jeep really quick, because I know they don't have a pickup truck on display over there. They do have a Gladiator on this side, but I want to see if we can grab maybe Jim Morrison, the CEO of North America. We might be able to grab him. No, he's not around. But you could see our coverage on alltfl.com. Jeep 2024 Wrangler is a refresh, facelifted Jeep with a lot of new cool features. You could see that. Unfortunately, Zach, can you show that? The Gladiator is sitting on the side, and it's kind of sad.
It's just a little bit relegated, isn't it, Andre?
Yeah, so they've made a lot of updates to the Wrangler, including, of course, the plug-in hybrid that you could see here in the high-altitude trim.
But we have not yet seen these changes, at least the styling changes,
right,
translated to the Gladiator. So at least for the time being, it's going to be the same Gladiator you know and love and have for the past few years.
Yes, so that's not changing much. So let's keep moving this way, Zach.
Yeah.
On this side, there's Hyundai, Genesis, and Honda, but they don't have any new pickup trucks right now. So let's keep moving this way. So
the direction of progress, as Andre likes to think of it.
Well, I'm a pickup truck guy, so I want to focus the show, of course, on pickup trucks and maybe big SUVs. I know the Grand Wagoneer is on this side, so maybe we'll hit it on our way to, let's go take a look on this side, because the Grand Wagoneer actually has a lot in common with the new Ram electric pickup. They share some of the underpinnings. For example, the Grand Wagoneer and the Wagoneer have independent rear suspension, so does the new electric pickup. So they share, some of the suspension components and some of the technology underneath, and you could see a couple of them here. They also, this one has the straight 6 turbocharged Hurricane engine. So I can't wait. Actually, Roman went out and drove it. Where was he? Idaho or something? Montana? Somewhere up north.
Yeah.
And I didn't get a chance to drive it yet. So hopefully really soon we will have, I want to test that turbocharged straight 6. Because straight 6 engines are known to be smooth. They're powerful, they're torquey. So I really want to know how that goes. All right, let's go through Toyota here. A lot of you were asking us questions and you were expecting the Tacoma, right? Well, they teased a few images, but they didn't unveil a Tacoma.
It is not here in New York.
No. We still have to wait a little bit to see the new Tacoma. And here at the New York Auto Show, of course, Toyota is always really prominent. It's kind of in the middle here. Their booth is quite large.
So you have the Tundra caps down here.
Yes. So we saw the nice interior from Ram, right? And now we're seeing, their luxurious interior for Toyota, almost Lexus-like, I would say.
Yeah, particularly with some of the interior materials. Excuse me, the wood trim here, the leather,
the lighting.
It is a nice step up.
Yeah, sweet. And of course, their hybrid system is on display here.
Yeah, the I-Force Max powertrain.
Yeah, and I think I saw this chassis actually when they launched the new Tundra. It's really neat to see where they put the battery, which is kind of underneath the rear seat. And of course, the electric motor that's sandwiched between the 10-speed automatic and of course the V6, the turbocharged V6 that's sitting ahead of it, and all of the controls that have to do with it. So,
can we talk about something, Andre?
Yeah.
We walk in that direction
Yeah.
for the next set of trucks, because this is technically a truck. We're talking about Tacoma. Obviously, the Tundra's been updated. Here's one truck that still has not been updated yet.
ooh, the 4Runner. So,
This is TFL's resident 4Runner nerd. I'm just waiting, hoping, fingers crossed, this is going to be next after the Tacoma.
yeah, so, well, there's two views, Zach. You could say, please update it now, or leave it alone. There are two camps, right?
Yeah.
In this. So, I don't know which camp I'm in. I think I like that they have the 4-liter V6. I like that the 5-speed automatic in the 4Runner. By the way, at auto shows, they take off the shift knobs because people steal them. Anyways.
Particularly with special models, like this is the 40th anniversary.
Yeah, this is their special 40th anniversary.
And then the TRD models obviously have a special shifter as well.
So let us know what you think in the comments below. Should they turbocharge this, redesign it, or leave it alone? I mean, it's really successful as it is. So let us know. So let's keep walking a little bit. I know VW is doing a little presentation right now. They're launching the new Atlas Peak Edition, and we'll have a separate video about that.
Quick summary on that, it's basically a base camp in all but name. So if you've seen the base camp in the past, it was a concept, came out in 2019. It actually went into production as a package, and then they facelifted the Atlas for 2024 and renamed the base camp the Peak Edition. So as far as the ruggedization goes, it is a successor to that. Sorry, Andre, go ahead.
Yeah. So totally, we'll do a separate video about that. So let's keep moving. Let's keep moving this way. There's a couple more Toyota trucks up there, but they're not new. They also have a truck from Australia, which is their Overland truck. So how about this? How about we take a quick break? Is it time for a break? And then
time flies when you're having fun, doesn't it?
I know. We'll take a quick break, and then we'll come back, and we'll be a little bit closer to more trucks. All right, we're back, and right now we're in the Ford display here at the New York Auto Show. And why am I standing next to a Lightning with the Red Bull logo on it? So to answer all those questions, including motorsports, I have Mark from Ford Performance. Hey Mark, could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, Mark Rushbrook. I'm our global director for Ford Performance Motorsport. So anywhere we race in the world, it's our team working on it.
Including off-road?
Including off-road.
Okay, I see there's a Raptor over there.
Yep.
All right, but I want to focus on this for now,
Okay.
right? So you have a Ford Mustang Mach-E over here with some Red Bull livery, and you have a Ford Lightning with some Red Bull livery. Can you tell me, what is this about?
Yeah,
at the high level.
This is all symbolizing part of our launch, as we announced in February, that Ford is returning to Formula One, and we are partnering with Red Bull. Together, we've created Red Bull Ford powertrains.
Okay.
So we will work together for the next 3 years to develop the new power unit, hybrid, to race in Formula One from 2026 through 2030.
And it'll be in the F1 cars.
In the F1
Yes.
cars.
That Max is racing, and the whole Red Bull team.
Yep.
So this is quite exciting.
Very exciting.
I've been a fan of Formula One for some time, and you're focused right now on hybrid powertrains.
Correct.
Okay.
So our approach to that is all new technical regulations, the combustion engine part of the power unit switching to a responsible renewable fuel, the electrification, the electric motor becoming a increasingly important part. 50% of the power will come from the electric motor. And our strategy is, as we have learned a lot about full electric vehicles, the electrification, battery cell chemistry, motor, software, analytics, on full electric road cars, we can take some of that knowledge, partner with Redbull to create the new powertrain for 2026 and be competitive with it, win races with it, learn even more, bring that back to the company to put back into our road course. So it's that two-way tech transfer, innovation, to be competitive in racing, but bring it back and make our road cars better.
So win on Sunday and sell a vehicle on Monday, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, like the old days.
That's right.
Okay, sweet. All right, I was going to ask you about this because you know you have some livery on your electric vehicles right now, so that's quite interesting. So we could see in the future some of the tech that you guys refined in racing, because you have to be very durable in racing, right? I mean, if
You got to be fast, but you got to get to the finish.
yeah, you have to finish a race, and we've seen Formula One cars,
Don't always finish. Yeah.
smoke coming out of them, and that's not how you win races, right?
Absolutely not. You got to be fast, but you got to get to the start line. You got to get to the finish line.
That's quite exciting, and Formula One is becoming. Let's walk this way. Is becoming kind of more popular in the United States as well.
It is,
Now we have
absolutely.
3 races in the U.S.
Yep. No, and that's part of our excitement about the sport. Is it's great for sustainability and their commitment. It's great for the electrification, but as a sport, motorsports are really strong globally, but F1 especially, with the connection they've got through Drive to Survive and bringing in even more younger, diverse fans, allows us that opportunity to tell our story about Ford Motor Company, Ford Performance, and Model E full electric vehicles are part of that.
Is this? I don't know how much you can disclose, but will we see high-performance electric vehicles as well from Ford, or the next level of that, or what's the strategy there? I guess.
Yeah. So motorsports is part of Ford Motor Company since before we were a company, with Henry Ford winning in sweepstakes in 1901, forming the company in 1903. So we always use motorsports to push the edge for that learning, performance, innovation, tech transfer. And we've done that since before we were a company, and we still do it today. And we'll continue doing that with our full electric vehicles to have performance on the street as well.
It's very exciting. I mean, this Lightning has already had, has really great performance, 580 horsepower, dual motors, all-wheel drive. So to see, not just work versions of it, but also high-performance version in the future, of course, we're not announcing anything here, but just the promise of that is very exciting.
Yeah, the performance potential, full electric, they're a lot of fun to drive.
All right, well, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. I'm going to grab your mic, and I'm going to kind of keep traveling along the show. I appreciate it.
That was fun.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. So there you have it. Quite exciting. I love, well, I don't know, maybe I'm just a F1 fan. When I was younger, I was following it, through high school and through college. I'm following a little bit less because I'm busy at TFL, but this is quite exciting. Of course, they're showing their Lightning. So they sold, I want to say, just under 5,000 Lightnings in the first quarter of 2023. So I still think that's not enough. Right, Zach?
It's not enough, but here's the thing. Ford just raised the price on the Lightning.
Yeah, Zach, you bring an excellent point. This is a Pro, right? Original promise when it came out about a year ago was that it was going to be like a $41,000 truck, right? Oh, it's Tom Malogny. Wait a minute.
No.
Tom.
Did I photobomb you?
Yes.
How are you?
Yes.
Hello, everyone. I love TFL. If you're not watching State of Charge YouTube, you got to check out TFL.
Thank you from State of Charge. I follow your guys' podcast, that you do with the Inside EV guys.
Absolutely. Well, we had you guys on. We did a cross podcast.
Yeah, and you were on my podcast.
I came on your podcast.
Yes.
We had you guys on ours. So yeah, no.
How are you enjoying this show?
So far, so good. I was down at the EV test track just now. They got a lot of cool EVs down there. I'm focused mostly on the electric. So
sorry, I'm just holding it
Yeah,
here.
no, I got you. I'll talk loud. I see you're by the Lightning Pro.
Well, I like this one with the Redbull graphics.
That's
on
pretty
it.
cool. That's
Because,
pretty cool.
I thought it was going to be a racing truck, but it's just hinting at the future.
Yeah,
right?
they're going to do something with the Lightning. They're going to make like a higher powered one or something.
What would they call it? The Lightning?
I don't know. The Lightning Bolt? No,
Yes.
they can't. Bolt is GM.
Right.
The Lightning
That's
Strike.
Strike.
Yeah. So.
We're going to have to talk to somebody at Ford here and let them know.
All right. Well, I don't want to interrupt your video.
Okay.
Keep doing your great, at New York Auto Show event, and we'll see you guys soon.
Appreciate it.
Take care, everyone.
Thanks a lot, Tom. And that's what happens at auto shows. Of course, there's manufacturer representatives, but there's also a lot of journalists just throughout the show, because this is a media day. The show is not open to the public just now, but it will be when you're watching this and listening to this. So if you like what you see here, you can come out here if you're in the New York area and actually see, for example, there's a Mustang Dark Horse right there, center stage. So if you love performance cars, this is where it's at. So Nissan booth is right here. I just want to briefly mention, just pointing at the Nissan booth right here, that their Frontier midsize pickup truck is shown prominently in their booth, and I think that's just right. There is no Nissan Titan, once again. We don't have any news to share, but their Frontier is selling better and better. So I'm really happy to see that, and they have accessories, Nismo, off-road accessories, and like this rack you can get.
And a sport bar.
And a sports bar. And a bunch of other parts, including suspension and wheels. So that's always very exciting. So I just want to mention that I'm really glad that Nissan has success with their Frontier, but it's going to be tough. GM is coming out with the Colorado and the GMC Canyon. Tacoma was just teased, like we talked about. It's coming out soon. So Nissan is going to have a pretty tough time competing, but they're doing a good job. You know me, Zach. I love big, heavy duties.
Brand new 2023 Ford Super Duty.
Can you show a wide view? I just
Can.
want to show people how big this truck is. So I'm about 6'3", and this truck is pretty massive. So this is the Tremor. This is the off-road edition of the Super Duty. And you could see the giant Goodyear Wrangler Duratrack tires. Those are 35s. And they're bringing back the Tremor. It's been very successful for them. It's got unique suspension tuning, a little bit higher off the ground, a little bit more lift. And you can get them with a diesel engine or a gas engine. This one is a diesel. You can see the twin dual exhaust pipes here. And they also have the high output. So this red logo here, the 6.7 liter Power Stroke V8, references their new high output engine. 500 horsepower and 1,200 pound-feet of torque maximum out of this powertrain. So not only is it a truck with more ground clearance with beefy tires, but it's also a quite powerful one as well. I don't know if they have payload numbers on this one. Let me look. Oh, this one does. This could be a pre-production truck, but it says 3,310. That's a really great number for an F-250. Turn the lights back on. This is a 250, not a 350. And also has a lot of options. So considering every option you get with this truck, it still has really good capability as far as payload.
So Andre, how far do you think this torque war is going to go between the big three? So Ford is currently on top. They've been on top for a little while, but they bumped up the 1,075 pound-feet of torque from the Power Stroke up to 1,200.
Yes.
Ram's above 1,000.
Yeah.
GM just updated to 24 Silverado
Up to 970.
HD. Right. So how long do you think this can continue to go on?
I think a bit, because 5 years ago or 3 years ago, we didn't think 1,000 pound-feet, was touchable by a manufacturer from the factory with warranty, but now it is. Now 1,200 is here. So I think we'll see a bit more of that. But for example, I met one of the viewers, his name was Ike, believe it or not, Zach. And Ike told me that he's concerned that as they boost power, that they may lose reliability. So of course that's a concern.
Fair point.
But technology is improving all over, and durability technology is also improving. So, by the way, this is a Raptor R.
While we're here.
Talking about power, 700 horsepower.
So same question, just in the half-ton category for the Raptor Rs. How far could this horsepower war go between the TRX and the Raptor R? GM, people keep arguing need to get in the game.
Yeah, GM still hasn't announced a supercharged version of their pickup truck. They have electrified trucks, of course, coming. But yeah, this is fun. How much more? Well, V8s are almost leaving us, right? But GM kind of renewed our hope for traditional engines because they're investing in the next generation of V8s. Speaking of GM, here they are. So let's
take a look around the Chevrolet stand.
So ignore the E-Ray. This is a different show. The new Corvette, all-wheel drive Corvette, which I think is a great idea. Ignore that.
We'll cover that in the car podcast.
Yes. Let's move here. We will get to the Colorados later. I want to point out the ZR2 Silverado. And there's some exciting news from General Motors. They just announced a few days ago that for 2024, for the ZR2, they're going to offer a diesel, dude. So the 3-liter Duramax Straight 6 is going to be available in the ZR2. And then GMC is also announcing that their 84X trucks will also have a 3-liter diesel engine in the ZR2. Remember when it came out with the V8, which was a great power plant? Everybody said, where's the diesel?
And there's a reason for that, right? I mean, not just because you get pretty good torque figures out of that, right? You get so much better fuel economy.
Yeah,
than
and
the
range.
6.2 V8. Not to say the 6.2 isn't a fantastic engine. It's just, it's pretty thirsty.
Yeah, and people, use these, for overlanding, going out into the wilderness and camping, and to have range. By the way, this is still a 6.2. There's a logo, of course, on the hood. But pretty soon for 2024 model year that's coming, I would imagine in a few months, you'll be able to get diesel options, and they're actually more affordable. The diesel engine won't cost any extra, which is amazing. So they have their heavy-duty trucks. So this is interesting because
it's not a 24.
Well, actually, it is.
It is?
Because so here, let's start here. So this is a 24, and this is a High Country Midnight Edition or Dark Edition.
So a big difference, and maybe what caught me out. Yeah.
That's obvious.
You can see it in the headlights there and in the grille. It's a lot more
But I was going to point out that they changed the horizontal element in this grille a little bit. So where it kings down here, this is a 24 element. But unless you were a freak, kind of like me, like studying every millimeter of this truck, you probably won't notice that.
If it wasn't blatantly obvious at this point, I am not a truck freak.
I'm
trying to be a truck freak protege, and Andre has been a great tutor for me over the years.
So I appreciate it, Zach. No, but you're more of a Forerunner freak, I guess, in car. But look at the interior. See, so it has an updated interior for Z71 package, off-road package, and they create, they have the big screens. And that's another big clue. By the way, this is a 6-person one. So you have a bench.
You actually get a front bench.
Yeah, you have a bench up front.
And then you have the bit, if you don't need the front bench, I can't fold that down.
Well, let me go around. Hold on.
There we go. I got it.
You got it?
Yeah. Sorry about that. So if you don't need the front bench, it pulls down and you actually get a proper center console. And if you need to bring it down, that little tab is how you do it.
Yep. It's hard to do with one hand.
It is hard.
But it's there. So anyway, they've updated their towing to about 22,500. We just did a night gauntlet with a diesel one, very similar to this truck. And it did quite well, but you have to watch TFL Truck to find out exactly what happened if you haven't seen it already. Now we come to a little bit bittersweet moment because my Trail Boss still hasn't been delivered to me, even though I've been waiting for it for a few months. And by the way, I knew it was going to be spring. Way back when they announced it a year ago, I knew it was going to be spring. It was just built like a couple months ago, a dealer told me, so I was kind of anxious. But the new Colorado, of course, is coming. By the way, if you're wondering why this is a Trail Boss on 22s, if you're just kind of wondering and scratching your head, it's not because they're selling it this way, it's because it's showing the accessories, right? So it's showing the tonneau cover, the wheels, the side steps.
So you can feasibly get a Trail Boss with 22s for some reason.
Yeah, at a dealer. At a dealer, you can go.
Bridgestone Alenza highway tire.
Yes. So if you if you're so inclined, you can get an off-road truck with 22s. So.
Or if you have the money to spend, you could get the ZR2 Desert Boss at the top of the lineup.
With still really cool wheels.
It's still really cool wheels, a little bit more sensibly sized for off-roading, not to mention the super beefy Goodyear Wrangler Territory MTs.
Yes.
And the Multimatic DSSV spool valve shocks.
Yep. So I promise, as soon as I get my Colorado in my hands, my Chevy Colorado that I ordered, I'll do some videos with it and I'll tell you guys about it. So that's still coming, hopefully within the next week or two.
Yeah, it's imminent at this point.
So as we wrap up this segment, we're not done yet, by the way. I just wanted to point out that they have the Equinox EV and the Blazer EV here in the Chevy booth, and those are still coming on sale. But that's another show, right?
Yeah, do we want to go talk about the Silverado EV since it's
yeah,
sitting over there?
let's mention it briefly because we've seen this RST version, this premium version of the Silverado EV for some time. And I think this is one of their pre-production trucks here. But it's still not on sale. It's still not in people's hands. So there's a big promise with it. Look at these specs. So 754 horsepower for the premium RST edition. By the way, the Ram we looked at has listed 654 horsepower, so 100 less. But interestingly enough, Zach, Chevy is promising 4.5 seconds 0 to 60, and Ram is promising 4.4 seconds 0 to 60. How are they going to do that? I have no idea.
Ram doesn't have wide open watts though. Wow.
Well, yes. No, the Ram doesn't have that.
Or watts to freedom.
By the way, Ram doesn't have four-wheel steering either.
It's also a fair point.
But we're gonna have to drag race them, Zach, to
yeah.
figure it out, right? Well, you know, what's quicker.
Well, that's the thing.
And we will.
Yeah, I mean, for the next little bit, it's kind of, we're in a period of hurry up and wait,
Yes.
right? For this, for the GMC Sierra EV, and for the Ram RAV.
Yes.
So we're not going to see a lot for the next year and a half, but when we do see more electric trucks, we're going to essentially see them all at once.
So how about this, Zach? Let's take another pause.
Let's do that.
We're gonna snap our fingers. We're gonna be downstairs, and there's another demo I want to show you.
All right, here we go.
If you've been watching TFL Studios, you know that we're based in Colorado, and I've lived in Colorado for about 30 some years. So I consider myself kind of a mid-country to West Coast guy. So I'm not used to seeing East Coast overlanders and off-roaders, and some of these are. Just check out this Gladiator here in the middle. So we're downstairs at the show. This is kind of a aftermarket accessory place. There's also a track here for EV vehicles, so you can go for a ride here inside, down in the Javits Center. Also, Zach and I was just talking about, there's some really sweet metal, but this is for another podcast, like, you know, Toyotas and Hondas and Nissans and
We will come back to that for the car podcast.
Yeah, this is something else. This is something different.
So just cast this out of your mind for now.
But we keep moving. We keep moving this way because I want to show you a demo. Actually, there's a demo that Ford is doing I know we already spoke with Mark at Ford, but there's another technology that's coming online that I want to show you. So let's go this way. There's Brooklyn camper vans. It looks like pretty sweet. Let's take a glimpse in. Oh wow, Zach! Look at the quality of this. This is kind of looks like a home. I like that type of look. I know people do a lot of build outs, by themselves and do customized work, but looks like Brooklyn camper vans. Yeah, they have that kind of homey feel, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet. All right. There's a different vehicle. There's a Lamborghini Urus on dubs. So that's something else.
Purple wrapped Bentayga.
Oh yes. There's a Rolls Royce. There's some demonstrations about wrap. So, all right. How about this? I'm gonna snap my fingers and we're gonna arrive at the demo. So, all right, and we're back. This is a Ford feature demo. I know we already spoke with Mark upstairs, but this is a new feature that I've been kind of waiting for, and I was just wondering, when is it going to be here? And Ford is introducing it, and it's going to be over-the-air updatable on your F-150s, F-150 Lightning, and new 2023 Super Duties. And it's a Pro Backup Hitch Assist. Did I get that right, Jennifer?
Pro Trailer Hitch Assist.
Pro Trailer Hitch Assist.
Yep.
Good to see you again.
Nice to see you too.
So this is kind of a new feature you're announcing today at the show.
Yes.
So let's go back and explain what we're doing. And this is a demo.
Yes. Yeah, but the feature is actually available on trucks that you can buy today, model year 23. So.
Yes. So, and if you had we'll show the knob in a second.
Yep.
But if you have that feature and you bought the truck already, it's updatable, right?
Yes. Yep. Yeah, we're looking into an over-the-air software update to bring Pro Trailer Hitch Assist to those.
All right. Well, let's explain the demo. Let's come back here. So we're indoors. So we're using an electric truck. It's available on the Lightning.
Yep.
We have a hitch. Pretty standard hitch, just for the demo purposes. And then we have a trailer, right?
Yep.
So we have a standard trailer, conventional trailer.
You can put the cell phone light in there. Okay.
Here. And what truck will do, and it's now available, this feature, it will actually back up the hitch ball directly underneath this without you operating the brake, the accelerator, or steering. It will do it by itself.
Exactly. Yep.
So, but you've had trailer backup assist systems years ago.
Yes.
For backing up a trailer like down the boat ramp or something like this. This is a different feature.
It is different. Yeah. This one is using the rear view camera and the radar to detect where the trailer is, and then it will do the vehicle controls to slowly back the vehicle right up to the trailer.
Okay. And can you introduce yourself, please? Sorry, I kind of skipped over that part.
Yeah, absolutely. My name is Jennifer Shaw. I work at Ford Motor Company on our driver assistance features and software.
All right. So Zach, do you want to get in the back seat, and then we'll jump inside and we'll kind of show that.
Sure.
All right. So we're inside the Lightning. I'm going to turn down the brightness a little bit. So let's say, I arrived at my yard, my boat trailer is behind, and I need to grab it, right? So what are the first step?
The first step is to press that hitch assist button, or the Pro Trailer button, I should say.
So it's here. I mean, if this was a Super Duty, it may have been in a slightly different place, right?
Yeah, but it will look about the same though, the button itself.
Yeah, so pressing the button. And it's asking me, is the trailer connected? No, it's not yet.
Correct. Yep. So that'll initialize.
All right, and it asked that question because you could also back the truck up using the same knob, right?
Exactly. Yeah, if you had a trailer already connected, then it would take you to the selection screen for a trailer backup assist.
It says move the vehicle so the trailer coupler is inside the target. So it's trying to find the trailer. I put it in reverse. And I'm slowly, okay, it says stop. to continue, put the truck in neutral. So just put it in neutral. And then I just press and hold this.
Correct, yep.
So let's say, it works up to what, 6 meters? What, like about 19,
6 meters.
19
so
feet
yeah,
or
about 18,
so?
Yeah,
18
to
19
19 feet.
All right, so now I'm gonna hold this button. And now I'm not touching the steering wheel. I'm not touching the brake or the accelerator. And it's slowly backing up and it's trying to find it and it's steering. Now it paused. And it says, is the trailer height appropriate?
Right, yeah, we don't want you to accidentally hit the trailer, so you need to make sure that your trailer is high enough so that you don't hit it.
And we checked that it is appropriate.
Correct.
So it says, otherwise I could check it and I could hit, I need to check. It is appropriate. And now I can hold this again. And it's once again moving. And it stopped. And it put it in park. So let's go outside and see. All right, so that was pretty quick actually. Yeah, boom. So it's pretty straight this way, and right there, it's basically underneath the coupler. So if towing is not your thing, if you don't do it as often as some people, this is a cool feature, and it's just software, right? You can load up on the truck.
Absolutely, yeah. Makes hitching your trailer a very relaxing experience.
Sweet. And then once it's hooked up, let's say we lowered it, we connected it, you could still back it up using the same knob.
Yep,
feature.
yeah, you press that same button and you can choose, yes, my trailer is connected, and you're all set.
So now I'm just waiting for the day when the truck just drives itself. And that's still coming. Of course, Blue Cruise is available on some of these trucks. So that feature is still coming. Jennifer, thank you very much.
Thank you.
For showing this. I'll grab your mic and I'll grab your microphone and I'll close down. I appreciate it.
All right, thanks.
Thanks a lot. So there you go, Zach. So as you can see, that's the future of pickup trucks. So automation is of course one, electrification is another. We basically showed you almost every corner of the New York Auto Show for 2023. Thanks for joining Zach and I, and of course everybody that helped Ryan, Mark, and Jennifer with the demonstrations and some of the interviews. Check us out at oldtfl.com. We'll see you next week on our podcast show. We also have classics podcast, right, Zach?
Yep.
And car podcasts as well. So
All of that's coming up soon.
thank you very much, guys.